These Dalvin Cook rumors don't seem to be going away. It's a little weird.
Dalvin Cook coming to.
Yeah,
I mean,
doesn't seem to be going. Well, just trade rumors in general, but like there was stuff over the weekend about like the Dolphins inquired about him, but the Vikings wanted too much, and now there's rumors that like they're trying to do the thing where like, hey, he's extra healthy, shoulder all the way right. It feels like the Vikings. I feel like the Vikings are trying to put on a brave face with Dalvin Cook, but no one's going to give you a haul for Dalvin Cook. It is what it is. And so I feel like it's just interesting how this stuff doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
Here's the deal. The Dolphins kicked the tires on it probably early on in the season.
Mm-hmm.
They kicked the tires on it. They realized that we're not giving that much money and then having to pay a guy, right? So they re-signed their two guys and say, have a nice day. Simple as that. I think if they were serious about trade, first of all, everybody wants to think that they have the player that's worth a lot while not signing them themselves. That is a hard sell to me. If Dalvin Cook is so important to you, why aren't you re-signing him? Why? Because he hasn't been healthy. When he plays, he's great, but he misses a lot of games. That's why you're not re-signing him. So why would you think somebody else would re-sign him? Your best value is always going to usually be with the team you were with.
Yeah, I mean, he's still under contract. I don't think he really has like a need for a new deal right now, but obviously they're trying to save money. And it's not like this is the thing. Like there's some guys that are just natural hometown fits and that don't feel like they're going anywhere. That's why the Lamar Jackson stuff just never dies with the Dolphins. It feels like it's because he's from down here. Dalvin Cook, it's just a little bit more reasonable than giving a guy $200 million plus guaranteed.
And I would say this. If I'm going to go and give Dalvin Cook, I say on average, say 7-8 million with 15 guaranteed, right? 4 years or whatever. Can you honestly tell me that he's that much better than the two guys you have and that he would be more productive in this offense than anybody else that you have?
Mike McDaniel was listen to him about that stuff at the the owners meetings that he was last talking at, Marcos.
Yeah.
He he didn't put it a lot on the running backs. He likes his running backs.
Right. But that's
very, very much like he does Tua.
But that's my point. That in order for you to move off of what you have, it has to be substantially better. Okay, that you bring in another guy, pay him a boatload of money. It has to be substantially better than what you have. And, right, you also have to tell me that we were struggling at this position. They were not. They did not struggle at running back position. There's other needs that this team has. I think fans should be a little upset if instead of using two running backs who average 5 yards a carry, you decide to bring in another guy who hasn't played a full season in how long?
Let's see.
I kind of still want him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do too. It's kind of Goosey's.
Yeah, I mean,
hometown kid.
I do agree.
Why?
He hasn't been healthy.
Why?
Played a full season.
Nostalgia, dude.
He played 17 games last year.
He played 17 games last year?
Yeah, but he was doing it with a banged up shoulder, but they're saying his shoulder's better now.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Again. So you guys, and this is where, hold on. This is where I want to fight the both of you.
What does that sound?
Right?
That's the Goosey's rising.
Okay.
Because here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
You're not being reasonable.
I am being reasonable.
No, you're not. That's not reasonable.
I don't want to give away a lot for him, but it seems like I think the Dolphins.
You're gonna have to give him money though.
He's under contract. He has a contract.
You're not gonna trade him if you're not gonna redo his deal.
He has 3 more years on his contract.
All right. At what? How much?
10, 11, 12 or 10, 12, 13.
10, 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
You just signed 2 running backs for a total of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you,
mm-hmm.
is he $7, $8, $9 million more than those guys?
He is in Goosey's. Hometown kid, baby. He runs the rock. You know what they say about Dalvin Cook? David, you know what they say about Dalvin Cook?
Oh, my God.
No, please tell me.
Marcos, you know what they say about Dalvin Cook?
I actually don't. I'm hoping you can tell me.
Oh, let's see if this caller. Hey, caller, what's your name? It's 560. You're on the air.
Hey, Tobin, this is your friend Chapo.
Hey, Chapo, let me ask you a question, dude.
What's going on?
You know what they say about Dalvin Cook?
What did they say about Dalvin Cook, Mr. Tobin?
Hold on 1 second. Hey,
What's going on?
Richie, RBA Richie, what's going on, man?
Good morning. What's going on?
Hey, let me ask you something. You know what they say about Dalvin Cook?
Man, a third-round pick, man. I'd really like to know.
All right, hold on.
What are they saying?
This is what they say, dude. Leroy, you sure you don't want to know?
Seems like everyone else is interested.
A lot of people are interested. Dalvin Cook, he runs the rock, dude.
Whoa!
He runs the rock. And that's a double entendre, dude, because he runs the rock, like literally with the football, but he also runs Hard Rock Stadium. That's his house, dude.
Boom!
That is his house.
So,
Man,
hold on.
He runs the rock, dude.
CEO.
Hold on.
Rock.
Hold on.
GM.
Hold on.
Is there anything above that?
You are running a team with a salary cap.
Mm.
So I'm
And a
gonna
rock.
ask. So I'm gonna ask you this:
Yeah.
Is Dalvin Cook $7 to $8 million better than the two running backs you have?
Listen,
Go look at the numbers. Go look. Wait.
Yeah.
Don't. No, I don't. I don't. Wait.
I
I don't really need your opinion because we have the numbers. We have factual evidence of what those two guys did versus what Dalvin Cook did.
but
I'm just telling you, you have the numbers in front of you.
Look, Raheem Mostert,
Yeah.
fast.
Ooh.
Jeff Wilson
Blazing speed.
runs angry.
Wait. How many yards did they have last year?
Hold on.
12.
But let me tell you something about those guys. They don't run the rock, dude.
That's
They
true.
don't run the rock.
They don't run the rock, dude.
I mean, literally, their job is running the rock. But I mean, in hard rock, they don't run hard rock.
Mm-hmm.
They don't run the rock.
It's got history.
Hometown ties, dude.
Mm.
Take a break. Back after this. Speaking of guys we could trust, Mike McDaniel. We were talking about Leroy scolded us, Marcos. He accused us of star bleepery
I don't understand
because we want Dalvin Cook,
Good
even though we have two good running backs already on the cheap skis.
Yeah.
This was Mike McDaniel a mere days ago at the owners' meetings on why they ran it back with their running backs.
You know, we had the opportunity to bring two of our strongest character contributors and really, players we depend on in Raheem and Jeff. You know, they're both, I think, above 4.7 yards per carry. And when I look at the tape, I think there'd be a little different feeling if, I don't think we didn't run the ball, not because they didn't run the ball well. We didn't run the ball well in games that we were overly injured or some games that just didn't call enough runs. So when you look at it, historically, if you can get a runner 4.5 plus, they're doing something pretty good. I think we were able to get those two guys together, which was very important. And I see them as a big part of our team and just the fabric and who we are as human beings. They really contribute to that locker room. Very excited to get those guys. And I honestly believe they're playing their best ball of their careers.
A pretty strong endorsement. I got to be honest with you. I mean, if I'm going to believe,
but my question, my only question is this: is when you're putting together a team, you have to look at the cost versus production. Okay, I get why people will want Dalvin Cook.
Oopsies.
But if he's $7 million better than the two guys you got, how does that show up in numbers? Because if they average 4.7 plus yards a carry, what is Dalvin Cook going to have to do to justify you paying him another extra $7 million.
It's
That's
gonna have
real.
to be a lot.
That's reality.
It is.
Right.
The only thing is, like it's you do wonder. I think with Mostert, I think Mostert's more explosive, but I do worry that he's like on the other side of 30. He does seem to get banged up every year.
You got two of them.
That's true.
Okay.
So
does Dalvin Cook.
And what did he say?
So does Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, but not last year though.
Yep. What have we done for you?
And it's a shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
Although Mostert was a thumb. Either way,
you just keep. You think you wiggling out, and then you dig yourself a deeper hole.
No, I mean, like, look, if I'm going to believe Mike McDaniel on Tua's endorsement, I should believe him on the running back endorsement. And I know he loves those guys. Those are his guys.
But I'm just saying, even if he didn't love them, right? Financially, you're not getting significantly better at the position for what you would be paying.
What if we move money?
Huh?
What if we move money? I know Cedric Wilson.
You don't need to.
Come on, just a little.
I think
bit.
moving money was paying them cheap. I think that was part of moving money.
Right.
It's not a money issue. You're saying it's a bang for your buck issue.
Right.
But what if you rather go
to? But my question, he said a lot of these situations was on him anyway.
Yes, he did say
it wasn't. I just didn't run it enough. Okay, I understand that it happens during the course of a game.
Explain that.
Okay, well, it's like so. For example, if your quarterback throws for 150 yards in the first quarter, right? You think you found something that's working, and you just kind of stick with it, and you keep going until there's some kind of failure, and then you say, "Oh, let's run the ball." Whereas some coaches go into every game saying, "Let's establish the run," and everything else we do will be based off of us establishing the run.
Is it also a case of on this team too, like you're going to give as many touches to those two wide receivers as possible?
Yeah, because they're great in open space.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing wrong with that. That's how your team is built. That's how your team is built, and that's fine.
So like the only way
you don't need a $10 million running back if that's the way you approach things. You just don't. So yeah, I get why people want Dalvin Cook. I don't have a problem with Dalvin Cook at all. I just have a problem with paying $7+ million more for a guy who nobody can tell me is $7 million better than the two guys you have. That you got to make some deals. You got to get some bargain deals at certain positions when you put a team together.
Bobby D says Mostert ran hard. The F wrong with boss baby Tobin.
Wow.
That's harsh. Jesus.
Shot there.
That's harsh. I like Mostert.
Mostert did run hard. There was times where we thought he was the speed back and not the power back, but he ran hard, dude.
No, he did run hard, especially when Wilson got here.
When Wilson got there and he mysteriously start running much harder.
If anybody was giving Raheem Mostert the business this year, it was old Pro's Pro.
That's true.
Leroy was like, let's get going, Mostert.
Yep.
Every week we'd get Mostert slander. And then all of a sudden Wilson gets here. Leroy's like, there's the Mostert I like.
Yeah. I call it like I see it. I didn't hold no grudge against him when he started running that rock. Nope, I did not.
Who doesn't love a little Mostert and relish? You know what I'm saying?
-1. Quickly. That was so bad. Listen. You got to know, we're all paying attention after the slushy incident.
You don't think Jeff Wilson likes the nickname Relish? I hate Relish.
Yeah, no one really likes him.
Mostert and Wellish.
Point.
Oh man, I want to get into this this Patriots debacle that seems like it's going on in the offseason. I like a lot of frosting.
Hey, you know what?
Imploding, dude.
You muted yourself, dude. You pulled out you pulled out your cord.
Is it back?
Yeah.
So I ran into some Boston fans.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
And I've never been madder at fans who I don't care about anyway.
Because they're ingrates?
Yeah. They're like, oh, we might have to get a new coach after this year. I'm like,
Dude, there is like Patriots frostiness. Yes. Apparently, like people are claiming rift between Belichick and Kraft, and that he might be on the hot seat or might not finish his career with the Patriots. I find this crazy.
Wow. I find this crazy. Like, what are you talking about? That man has won you 6 Super Bowls, and he hasn't. And they got Mac Jones as a quarterback, and you say, why can't you win like you did with Brady? Well, 2 words: Mac Jones.